How about that first carry of the game and scoring that quick? Can you tell us about that?
I saw a big hole. The O-line did a great job. The game plan was, run the ball, down their throat. And, Trayvon Green couldn't be here right now. He had a tragedy in his family, so we knew the running game was going to be important. And, we knew we were going to play for him.
He was the guy who inspired you guys?
Right.
And is that because of how he is and he had that setback in camp? Is that what is it about him that inspired you?
It's not even a setback. Trayvon is just an amazing guy. He's a great guy to be around. We feed off his energy during practice. We feed off his energy during games. He's not a selfish player. He's just overall a great guy.
Venric, last week you kind of, after the Penn State game, you said you thought the team should have ran the ball up the middle more. This week you had some of your biggest plays, taking the ball up the middle. Is that something you guys talk about during the week, or was there a shift in philosophy maybe from this game or the last game of this game?
Well, yes, that goes into our preparation, but once again, the whole line just did a great job, surging, getting to their backers, then allowing me to play a two-gap so I can either cut left or right. They just did a great job with that.
Are you feeling the pounding yet? You've carried the ball a pretty decent amount. You feel pretty healthy, or is it starting to?
I actually do feel pretty healthy, yes.
Okay.
My body feels great. I get dinged up every now and then, but that just goes with playing running back. That's the nature of the game. Other than that, I feel great, almost 100%.
People seem to think you've got to be 6'2" and 230 to play running back in the Big Ten. Are you kind of proving them wrong?
It's not my job to prove them wrong. At the end of the day, I like that. If I'm a little back, they're like, hey, you can knock him around, okay, well then you do so, and I'm just going to play my game.
Okay.
Were you limping when you came in?
I have a ice tied to my knee, so it doesn't allow me to bend it.
I saw that too. What did you think when you saw the scouting report? And I mean, did it literally say, how did you say, run it down their throats, or is that your interpretation of it?
That's what it basically said. I believe 7 out of the first 10 plays were all run plays. So, our goal was to come in here and mulch them up.
Mulch them up?
Mulch them up.
And is that, when you see that scouting report, that gets you excited?
It does.
You guys are 6-1, bowl eligible. Can you kind of put in perspective what you've accomplished as a team and what you've got left to go here?
Well, what we accomplished is that we're 6-1, and bowl eligible. That doesn't matter. We're gonna take it a game at a time. Our goal is not just to be bowl eligible. Our goal is to come, every week, respect our opponent, but then again play our game, and to the best of our ability, the Wildcat way, and win out.
When you look at it 6-1, I mean, that close to being 7-0. I mean, is there a sense, especially coming off a win like this on the road, that was still a missed opportunity, and does that drive you going forward? What happened last week?
I mean, what happened last week, it was a tragedy. I think we should have won the game, but Penn State's a great team, but that's in the past. We can't keep looking back on that for motivation. If we do that, then I personally believe that we'll win any more games. The game of football is not about the past. You got to look forward into the future. And, I believe you have Nebraska coming up, and they're a great team. And we're going to scheme against them. Penn State was Penn State, and we moved on.
Venric, can you talk about some of what you saw out there in the first half? I mean, those must have been some of the biggest goals you saw all season. And Coach Fitz mentioned you were untouched on a couple of those runs. If you could talk about some of what you saw, just the holes that were opened up for you.
Yeah, the hole was huge. It was a lot bigger than I expected it to be. But basically, when I just got the ball, I saw Brian Morrow in front of me. He did a great job doing his job of, surging, going to the linebacker, and gave me a two-way go. I could have cut left or right. The way the linebacker was flowing, it was best that I cut left. So I did. And, once I was in the open, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is going to be great.
Is that you talking about your second touchdown run there?
The very first
Oh, the first
play
one.
I did.
And the second one looked like it was even.
Yeah, it was huge, too.
What was that? How did it, how it got so open?
Great blocking or bad defensive scheme.
Yeah.
Whatever you choose to.
Venric, what would you say is the attitude of this team going into every game?
The attitude of the team, just play hard. I feel we have a little swag to us now, and that's good. you know, we shouldn't get too high, but then we shouldn't get too low. We're a great team, and the opponents we're going to face, they're a great team also. But it's about who wants it more, you know, and Minnesota's a great team. That was a hard-fought battle, but our defense came through at the end. And, you know, I think they personally won us the game.
You obviously had a lot of big runs in that early part of the first half. What changed as the first half came to a close and the second half came that you guys weren't really able to get such big holes and you weren't able to really pull off such big runs?
I think we were moving the ball a little bit. You know, the first time we didn't, you had to pump. But other than that, I think we were moving the ball. And, you know, they adjusted, and that's the game of football. I mean, they get paid too as coaches, and I believe the defensive coordinator adjusted, and he made some good adjustments. But then we made some other adjustments, and you know, we kept playing the game.